Alright, what's this about, man? Let's see. Okay. Alright, we taking a trip across the pond. Today we're going to Japan. Okay. Let's go. Alright, let's do this. What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus. And man, so I've been building with my homie Anthony Ray, and he sent me this. He's like, have you heard this? This is a homie from Japan. And I was like, you know what? We've reacted to some of the Korean stuff over here, Malaysian stuff, UK, of course, America. But nah, man, I haven't went over to Japan. And I was mad curious. So here we are. I've never heard of this homie. Let me see if I can. Hideyoshi? Hideyoshi or Hideyoshi? Hideyoshi. Majinahanashi? I probably sound horrible, man. If you're Japanese, I'm sorry. Hopefully I didn't just totally ruin that. But maybe you'd be like, oh, you didn't do bad. Hey, you got to try. Anyways, man, I'm going to check this out. You know, I like to open my mind to new genres, new artists, people in different countries, and see what they're doing. And since we do a lot of hip-hop reactions, I love seeing what hip-hop translates in other countries and how. So we're about to do that right now, you guys. So don't forget to like, share, and comment on all the content. But if you're really rocking with the vibe, subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 100,000 subs. Can't do it without you. Let's get it popping, y'all. 40-year-old what? Boys are back in town. 40. Boys are back in town. 40-year-old what? Boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40. Shout out to my partner, Don Wannabe. He is MIA right now, but he'll be back for some reactions this Friday. Now, don't forget, let me pull this logo down and bring the video up. Don't forget, we got a bunch of cool reactions with like Harry Mack, Coast Contra, Ren, bunch of cool stuff on the channel. But we have original content on the channel, you guys. We got original freestyles off the top of the head, music videos, and sketches. So check us out for some of the original content. My new music video, Planned It, is out April 12th. It's on a Wednesday, so make sure you're checking that out on the channel. Let's get into this. Let me bring this up. Let me make it big. Since Don ain't here, I'm going to put it right where he normally sits. Bam. All right, so this is Hideyoshi Majinahanashi. I think that's the name of the song. I think his name is Hideyoshi, and the name of the song is Majinahanashi. If I said that correct, if I didn't, apologize. But let's get into this. Now, I put on the captions, but it looks like it's just in Japanese. But I've just known when people do hip-hop, a lot of times they throw English in it. So let's just see what we catch. Let's vibe and see what we got here. And this is all the way from Japan. So, hey, Japanese homies are doing... I knew Japan was doing hip-hop because, in my opinion, they were ahead of the curve when it came to Korea or even China doing hip-hop, because they were always into the breakdance culture very heavily. The sneaker culture is a big thing over there. So, let's get into it. I've never been to Japan. I definitely want to go. All right, here we go, you guys. Let's see what's cracking. Thought it was interesting because I'm getting like trap vibes, a little auto-tune vibes as well. This dude's got a Uzi on his jacket. Sounds like he's saying Mutai don't want us. But he probably not. It's probably he's speaking in Japan and I'm just a moron. But I was hoping the captions would throw it in English like it does in BTS, but it's not. So here we go. Yo, I knew what that. That's that Gucci Mane. Tokyo.
ために稼いでるまず今も相変わらず俺のことを軽視してた人たちにもはや興味がねえしあまり気にしないだから平気だけどうざいのはうざい Yeah うざいのはうざい Sorry not sorry 常に満身 Sorry Yeah バカに
He says sorry not sorry. Looks like we're going back into the hook. Now this is what's crazy. So I follow Sneeko, right, on Rumble. And some people are like, yo, he's wild, da-da-da. But anyways, he took a trip to Japan this week. And he did this interview, I think, with Richard Dawson. And it was really interesting because they were talking about Japan. And they said that Japan has not been poisoned by woke culture. Now, woke has many different meanings for whoever, but, you know, in America, it typically means like a certain type of ideology, right? But they were saying that woke culture has not invaded Japan yet. They were talking about how men are very masculine and women are very feminine, in a sense, and that it's just a very, very great, wholesome culture. Like what they were saying, I just wanted to visit it, and it's interesting seeing rap come out of there because I'm very interested about their culture in Japan. Again, when you go to like Asia, it's not like I'm from America, so we have a melting pot. Like, look, I'm mixed, so I'm all mixed up. Our cultures are mixed up here. But when you go to Japan, China, a lot of places in Latin America, there's like that one group of people, and there's not much else. Because I've been to China. It is so unique to see, but I just love experiencing different cultures and seeing how they live. This is kind of a cool window into some of the hip hop. I'm sure they have massive different types of hip hop there, but this is interesting. Let's let it play for a little bit. Ironically, from watching Sneeko and Richard Dawson, I'm so surprised to see this brother with like colorful like braids. His nails are painted because this is more of a, like the American culture into Japan. And what they were saying in Japan is like you don't see this as much. You will see foreigners come in like this, but so this is kind of a rarity. So it's kind of interesting to see and cool.
俺たちずっと一人ではない下から上に上がっていくのみ、俺は成し遂げるマジな話マジな話マジな話退屈で首が出るみたいの話みたいの話みたいの話
I swear he's saying no want us on that part.
Living yourself more than
all right, there we go. Believe in yourself more than God. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. I think you have to have very deep belief to make it, right? And in the Bible, it does say we were created in God's own image. I don't know his translation of this. Me personally, I don't know if I believe. Yeah, that's an interesting take. Believe in yourself more than God. Interesting.
勢いよく飛び跳ねろ、他に道はないと思うやりたいように生きる、俺は成し遂げるマジな話マジな話マジな話退屈で首が出るみたいな話みたいな話みたいな話俺は成し遂げるマジな話マジな話マジな話退屈で首が出るみたいな話みたいな話みたいな話
It's hard for me to get a gauge on this to make a because I don't understand the lyrics. So it's hard for me to break down what he's talking about. So I can't say like, if I'm just saying sonically, dope beat, it's like catchy, something that I would hear like at the gym that I go to when the boxers are boxing, like they're just kind of like, I could hear something like this. So that's dope. But without me knowing the lyrics, I can't say if I'm for or like, you know what I mean? Because like I'm a person who's like all about the lyrics and what's in the messaging. What is he trying to convey to the people with his music. So, the one part he said, believe in yourself more than God. That was interesting. It made me think for a second, because you do have to have deep, deep belief to make it. It's almost like a delusional belief. You have to be the greatest at something. Like, you have to be obsessed and have this belief that it's going to happen beyond anything. You have to feel it first. But I don't know if I would believe in myself more than God, because me personally, I believe that God represents the greater thing, right? Like something greater than yourself. So I'm trying to comprehend that. That's funny. It's the smallest line, but it just really made me think, like, because I believe there's things greater than myself, right? Like, the universe is so vast. God being greater than myself, nature, all these things are greater than myself. But I guess to have belief like that is something that we all should have. We all should have confidence and belief in ourselves at the highest level. That's how you make it. So I don't know. That's a really interesting one to try to interpret. I'm over here. I'm about to start speaking other languages for you. But yo, man, that was tight. That was cool, man. And, every now and then I check out what's going on across the pond, is what I like to call it, meaning in another country. And this was Hideyoshi Majinahanashi. I think that's how you say it. Hey, what can I say? Anyways, you guys, let me know what you thought of that. And if you're familiar with this and you know what he was saying, if you're Japanese, you know what he was saying, like, let me know what's popping off. And I'm so curious on what goes on in Japan now. Because I'm over here watching these podcasts and they're saying one thing, but here I'm seeing, like, this is like American hip hop culture, from the baggy pants, the colorful hair, the colored fingernails, It's interesting. It's very, very interesting to me. But anyways, that's it for that one. That was Hideyoshi Majinahanashi. And if there's a way that you guys can teach me in the comments how to enunciate in Japanese, I would love to hear it. I'm here for it. But other than that, you guys, sheesh. I am about to ride off into the sunset. That was cool, man. I'm going to give it a hand clap for what I did recognize for the beat being solid. He has a dope voice. It sounds like melodically, you know what I'm saying? Everything sounded cool. But yeah, on that note, I'm riding off into the sunset. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on all the content. But if you're really rocking with the vibe, subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 100,000 subs before the end of the year. And I will see y'all on the next one. 40!
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ, boy.